3 2 1ไหนอะ
Though it appears that you've managed to win
โอ้
over
ไม่มีภา
part
ษา
of the crowd, some of your testimony doesn't add up.
ไม่มี
You
คำบรร
can
ยาย
be
อ่ะ
rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get hell shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervilette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
What? According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale,
ผมต้องหา
to be punished
ต้องร้องไห้
the death sentence.
ต้นไม้
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street
ต้นไม้อีกแล้ว
who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to
ตัวนี้
escape. As the water levels rose, they
สถานที่ที่น่าสงสัย
disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me. You're Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins. Ah. Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. What's the
ชาลอตหลอดไฟคนที่สองเอง
Say cheese. Breaking news.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange on the
นาเดีย
sea.
นางเอก
There's something
Ow.
ominous about it.
เปเธอร์
Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this
Bot
trial
này.
to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair
people-
and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have never
this?
been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
คนนี้มันเป็นอะไรทำไมชอบแย่งกันพูดจังเลย
Why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right.
The trial of the Hydro Archon,
seem to
the
remember
floor, will now
This
begin.
trial is-
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
เอออะไรกัน โอ้โห
Devious
นี่มันโผล่มา
Lord.
Everyone's dead. Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
เมื่อกี้
All will
คือสิ่งที่เราไม่รู้อะไรเลย
eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervilette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
บอกไว้ก่อนว่าผมไม่ได้ติดตามฮงไกสตาร์เดียวสักเท่าไหร่ โอ้โอ้ว้าวโอ้ว้าวโอ้ว้าวคำถามมากมายโอเคโค้ดแรกใช้ไม่ได้หรอกแต่รอเขาประกาศ Official อีกทีหนึ่งเจออะไรที่แปลกตาเยอะแยะไปหมดเลยนะฮะสำหรับเทเลอร์การเปิดตัวครั้งนี้สมกับการที่ต้องมารอคอยนานอยู่
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special program. Woo! Yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the
เสีย
crisis?
ดายอ่ะ
unfold
ไลน์นี้
in
มัน
the
ไม่มีคำบรรยาย
prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the dragon sovereign of water and Udex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure.
Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess. She's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow.
Mm.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House. But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh.
I have no
Interesting.
stand.
I know.
Let's
I
collect
keep
you
looking at the
people
water
here,
rushing in.
I
Like,
know.
what's
Nursing
happening?
in the
Yeah,
eye.
there's some spotlights
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
a curtain.
Seems like, you know, maybe also Neuvillette is keeping an eye on things from
Yeah.
behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Masquerade of Purity.
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty.
อันนี้ก็จะเป็น
We'll
Archon
team up with
Quest
Fontanian friends to delve
Act
deeper
ที่
into the
5
hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
ก็อ่านว่าไง
I
วะ
know.
Swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right. So, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the
การ
fortress
สวม
of
หน้า
Melopine,
กากข
but
อง
still,
ผู้กระทำผิ
the
ด
water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula.
ข้างหลัง
Though
นาง
we probably can't dismiss the
Oh, wow.
assistance provided by the Knave either.
นางจะได้
Whatever
เจอกับ
her
อเล็ก
end
เคนโน
goal
เหรอ
may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself. when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
right?
Hey, question. Have
Mhm.
we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Yeah. Oh, you mean child?
Yeah.
Yeah. We searched all
คุณ
over.
ลืมใครกันไปหรือเปล่าอ๋อชายเหรอ
Yep.
อย่าไปสนใจเขาเลย
I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. But
อ๋อ
we
ปั
saw
ก
child.
ชายเหรออ๋อลืมโอเค
So it probably won't be long until we see him again. Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a
What? Why?
because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis? Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
No way.
come on, guys. Have some faith. Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon. Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be
Love fight,
stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable.
นี่น่า
It
ใส่
is
อีโนริ
I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule.
มองยังไง
So
ก็
you're
เอา
lucky
ควา
to even
ชั
get
ด
an appointment with me. Oh my gosh, I love her outfit. Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat. Oh,
You
it's
know,
amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh. Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean? Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you.
ๆเดี๋ยวนะ
And
กางเกงตัวนี้มันสี
speaking of
ดำแต่
drip,
กางเกงในตัว
let's
นี้
take
มัน
a
สี
look
ขาว
at her
เหรอ
combat abilities. Yay!
โอเคเกมเพล
Being
ย์
too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
คือดาบเหรอมันเหมือนไม้ตะบองมากกว่า
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive. Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I like the way she kind of like bows. Very dramatic. Yes.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes. Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra. Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontamer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them. Me too. Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontamer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a name. Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Chevalmeron.
Ah, there he is.
And
That's it, I got
the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
Gentilhomme
And
Usher.
that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay.
So when Farina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant
น่ารัก
Chevalmeron,
this is who she was referring to?
yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
มันฉีดน้
I didn't know it was so
cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idle animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything. Yes, you got it. Yay! So, Farina is a hydro sword user. Okay. Mm-hmm.
การตีธรรม
She
ดา
usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon
นี่คือ
Solitaire, Mademoiselle Crabaletta,
QE
Superintendent Chevalmaron, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
คือเรียกน้องๆออกมาช่วยโจมตีเป็นท่าน้ำ
And, you know, these Salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character. Ooh. Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was
Yeah, but
listening
HP.
to that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow. Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill
จะเป็น
changes
การเปลี่ยน
depending on whether she is aligned
เปลี่ยน
with
ธา
Usia
ตุ
or
การโจมตี
Numa. That's cool.
ธาตุ
Super
แสง
cool.
เป็นธาตุความมืด
After
มา
Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare point. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing
คือ
bonus
ถ้า
of nearby
เราใช้
party
อันติ
members
แล้ว
based on the amount of
ขอบจอก็จะเปลี่ยนไปด้วยเหรอ
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy. Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deepwater aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you
กูดาวจะลดลง
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Walk on water
That is so cool.
เดินบนน้ำได้ครับ
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit
ก็คือ
changes
ถ้า
whenever she switches between Arca
ใช้
alignments.
สกิล E ก็คือจะสามารถเดินบนน้ำได้เลย
Correct, it does change. But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose.
เวลาในการเดินบนน้ำก็ขึ้นอยู่กับสกิลผลของสกิล E จะหมดไป แล้วก็ Story Quest ของ Archon
Story Quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
อันนี้มูลาโคราชิ
Amazing.
แปลว่าอะไรวะ
Okay, so next up we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right. It's Charlotte. Yay!
Oh,
Hello.
adorable.
So cute.
We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Tibet.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has his own little hat and tie.
I know.
Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verité's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is
Aw.
pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verité.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
yes.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's
That's
always
a
a
team in
new
either,
story nearby just waiting to be discovered. Say cheese! Breaking news!
Whoa. Oh, amazing. Yeah, she's really like moving around. Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool? Yeah, and
Makes
then, like,
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always
อย่างนี้จะมี
on
สื่อ
the
เวทเป็น
move.
กล้องถ่ายรูปปะ
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her
มัน
trusty companion,
มันจะ
Monsieur
เป็นส
Verité,
กิล
she captures
โจม
enemies
ตีเป็น
from
เหมือน
all angles,
บาบาร่า
unleashing attacks while discovering and
ก็
exposing
คือ
their
จะโดน
weaknesses.
ทันทีเลยเมื่อคนยิง
Honestly,
ไป
I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous
ไม่เหมือนอย่าง
reporters.
เคย
Who knew
เคยจะเป็น
cameras
ปล่อย
could
ลู
do
กบอลอ
that,
อกไป
though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon.
เหมือนบาบาร่า
I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Whoa.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now, her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verité, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced
Anti-
reporter, Charlotte is an
sharp
expert
and-
at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine
Anti-
characters,
Anti-
Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now, that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates
Zoom
the
lens.
Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh.
When
that's
you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
อ๋อ
That is so cool.
Yup.
เป็นครั้งแร
That
ก
is super rad. And, you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are going to come out of that. Oh, yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the zoom lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
คุณสามารถถ่ายรูปต่อสู้ได้แล้ว
Serena and Charlotte will both be featured in
ใบ
version
จู
4.2
Serena
event
ชาร์ลอตและใบจู
wishes. In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have event wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters,
Splendor
will be
เป็น
featured
รอ
in the weapon
of
event banner.
เป็น
Huge
ซึ่ง
sword.
คือวอเตอร์
And in the second half of version
Ayato.
4.2, we'll have reruns for
That's Sino.
Sino and Ayato. Okay,
ตกใจเหมือนไอ้
let's take
ด้าน
a
ข้าง
look
กัน
at
นึก
what
ว่าจะ
other
ขึ้นอะไร
information
ซะ
we
อีก
can learn from Farina's itinerary. It looks like she's
Real and
investigating something.
investigating.
Ooh. Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange
อยู่
rumblings
บอส
have been heard in the depths
บอส
of
รายสัปดาห์นะครับ
Fontain's waters.
ทั้งวาน
Dun, dun.
ทั้งวานจาก
Oh,
อาบิส
it's here already?
Oh.
Look at that. Well, it looks like it's in a sea of
กูจะไปสู้ยังไงวะ
stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest? Yep, it's the same one. After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Oh, dear.
It's real big. It feels like it might even burst straight through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar. What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
และน้องก็จะแดกเรา
Wait, is somebody being eaten? Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword. Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
หากคุณแพ้ในการต่อสู้กับบอส
Now we don't need to worry
คุณ
about
จะ
getting
สามารถ
stuck while trying to advance the main story.
ลดระดับ
Totally.
ลดระดับ
Hey,
That
that
was
was a lot
ลงมาได้
of information, wasn't it? Can we take a
ล
short
ดระดับ
break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
let's do it.
โอเคได้รู้เรื่องบอสตัวใหม่ตู้ที่กำลังจะมา แล้วก็เกมเพลย์ต่างๆของตัวละครชาร์ลอตและฟูลีน่าบอสตัวใหม่ยังงงไม่รู้จะจัดการยังไง ต้องไปรอดูในเกมอีกทีหนึ่งเป็นบอสรายสัปดาห์น่าจะมาตอนที่แบบเราไปเจอชายแหละเมื่อกี้ในเทรลเลอร์ก็เห็นอยู่ว่ามีชายอยู่ยังไงก็ต้องรอติดตามต่อไป
Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello.
Hello. Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and excuses. Hey, it seems like the place is Farina's chosen to visit. This time features some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Farina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a
มีต้น
cool
ไม้
place.
ที่ไหนมีต้นไม้ที่นั่นความชิบหาย
It does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Uranea. As you can see, a strong windstorm is gathered around a vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing
จะอยู่
other
ใน
things
เควส
away.
ของฟูลิน่าก็ได้
And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the Foggy Forest Path. And what about this area? The Weeping Willow of the Lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered and
And the
spooky.
water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Farina also realized something was off. It
Oh
looks
my.
like she headed underwater to investigate. And what did she
พัซเซิล
find?
ที่หน้าตา
A
ดู
number
ดูเหมือน
of
พัซเซิลใน
contaminated
Abyss มากกว่า
bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a
So,
new
what's
type
the
of
one, yeah?
Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball
คืออะไรอ่ะ
octopus.
เมื่อกี้เรายิงอะไรไป
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even
เรา
powering
ไม่ได้ยิง
certain
น้ำเป็น
objects.
แบบจิ้วๆๆๆแล้วเหรอ
For you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Arrhenius. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary. So let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea.
Ooh.
I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also
Same.
we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places.
ไอโดทรูปรา
Oh, destinies!
Destinies!
New
In
what?
certain underwater cave, a new life form is waking up. It has
What
greater and
form?
more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So
คือ
in this
โอชินิ
update,
ที่
travelers can also look forward to the
ขึ้นมา
climax of the Narcissan Croix adventure
Narcissan
quest
Croix.
line that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
What? A
อาทิตย์พูดมาถึง
surprise!
พาร์ทจ
I
บ
can't
นะ
wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh, wait, it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her
One
subjects.
with my dear citizen.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Whoop, whoop. All right,
Whoop.
the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted
Oh,
a commission
check.
to investigate the
Feminine.
rumors of water imps near Arrhenius Island.
Ooh, another investigation.
I know.
Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh,
Jeepers.
yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event.
for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its
Copy some.
circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us
Don't
out on our
long eye
journey.
do it.
Oh, I love
Pretty cool.
that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? Like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the
Oh,
clockwork penguin
Hilo
will
đấy.
help us defeat
Hilo thì nào?
monsters lurking around a specific domain and obtain any treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, the clockwork
ใช้กล้าม
penguin will provide
พูด
different
กับน้อง
buffs
เหรอ
in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story
Now,
behind these
I know
battles,
what I'm like.
travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Little
ฟังกัด
Fungi's
กลับมา
fantastic
จะเป็น
fiesta.
แบบไหนกัน
And speaking of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine! Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine,
เอามา
the
สู้กับ
gameplay
ไอ้
has
ตัว
also been
น้ำนั่นเหรอ
optimized. Previously, we led the little fungi in battle against Mechanici.
โปเกมอน
This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful
เอชา
monsters.
เล่นแบบโปเกมอนสินะ
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a
Lumอีกแล้ว
variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to
ไปลุ
target
มเขาอีกแล้ว
different
อ่ะเรา
enemies.
อ่ะ
And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi
คราวนี้
more
สู้
than
กับ
ever.
ตาราง
Here's hoping. We actually I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends.
แล้วก็สู้กับเปริชูตุกจิต
While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Yeah, thanks! All right. Okay,
ก็คือ
let's take
ฟั
a
ง
look
กัด
at what
แบบ
else
โปเกมอน
Karina's itinerary has in store.
ไม่ใช่แบบโปเกมอน
Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment
ไปถ่ายรูปกัน
log. I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em! I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs. I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in. Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline. Ooh!
อ๋อจะได้ซูม
That's
เลย
right! It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction. Oh, how fun!
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold her elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh!
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to
นี่ก็คือ
participate
กิ
in
จ
the
กรรมนี้
event,
จะทำให้เราได้
there's
ซูม
no
เลน
need to
เข้ามา
worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the
ทำ
zoom
ให้เรา
lens
มี
after the
อิส
event
ระ
ends.
ในการถ่ายรูปมากขึ้น อิสระ
It seems like Farina has also
อะไรเนี่ย
learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist.
อันเจียน Dream of Water
Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to
แต่กล้าม
easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the ley line are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Oh,
I
let's
know.
get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
ไปพักก่อนกิจกรรมดูไม่ค่อยเยอะเท่าไหร่หรือว่าเยอะวะหรือปกติ มันรู้สึกเหมือนต้องเยอะได้กว่านี้อ่ะเมื่อกี้ก็เป็นเรื่องกิจกรรมใช่ไหมสิ่งที่เราจะได้มาจากกิจกรรมก็คือกล้องตัวซูมเลนที่จะได้เข้ามาเพิ่มก็เพชรกิจกรรมรอบนี้ดูเน้นใช้กล้ามเป็นหลักมันมีแต่กิจกรรมของฟอนเทนนั้นเลยตอนแรกฟังจักก็นึกว่าจะไปที่ซูเมรุเหมือนรับเควสที่ฟอนเทน
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end.
Aww, I know.
So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the quick challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the adventure handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, now we don't have to wait to
สามารถ
advance the
เริ่ม
story before we come up with a new
เริ่มไป
character
สู้กับบอส
to
ราย
add
สัป
skill.
รายสัปดาห์แบบเร็วขึ้น
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG.
TCG อัปเด
In
ต
version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be
G
added.
New
There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a
Minahida.
player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Doubled! Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double,
Nice.
double!
Double
The,
again.
the developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance
Kira ya.
courtesy of the Genshin Impact project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's
Aw.
nice.
Yeah. Plus, a
Kira
new
ya.
story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
แต่ยังไม่
Amazing.
มีแฮงเอาท์ใคร
Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been
ลง
cleared
มา
will
ว่า
no longer
แจ้งเตือน
reappear
แล้วมั้ง
when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
สามารถทำให้เริ่มได้
The
เร็วขึ้น
update
เหรอ
has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera. But for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the Melusines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're going to get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
จบแล้ว The Traveler You ending with God พิธีกรจัดสื่อเจอชนะไปนะโอ้เวลาเสด็จไปที่ฟอนเทนได้ที่เฟรน่าครับโนเวมเบอร์8ที่8 We make sure come with time Ready for now will be away alright มันคือวันอะไรเหรอวันที่ตู้จะเข้าให้เหรอ โอเคก็จบไปแล้วสำหรับ iPad 4.2 รู้สึกตื่นเต้นมากเลยทีเดียวนะครับผมยังไงก็เปิดแน่นอนสำหรับฟูเรน่ารอมาสักพักแล้วเป็นว่ายังไงก็ไปเจอกันในเกมไปละบ๊ายบาย